Good afternoon, evening, morning, night, whatever time you are watching this wonderful, wonderful podcast. Welcome to the podcast here on the STO podcast family. STO means smoke is over. Podcast family that gives you that wonderful wrestling punditry with some real smoke behind it. I'm talking about none other than Pro Wrestling Smoke. What's going on, people? How y'all doing? This is episode 30. I had to announce that. Damn, I did 30 episodes of this shit. This is great. And you know who I am. Your humble, wonderful wrestling fan. The one and only Cameron Silver Champ, a.k.a. the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. Let me tell you about these sponsors. First up, PassDat Apparel. Find the link in the description. Check them out on TeePublic. Great t-shirt designs. I'm actually wearing one as we speak. I love this one, man. For real. And they got some jazzy shit. Also, the best kind of smoke that you need. SmokeKind.com. The king of THCA. Get it mailed to your door. Use the referral link in the description to get yourself a nice order. They got discounts as well as sales going on with their wonderful products. And last but not least, she's the queen of porn, queen of interracial porn, but now she's the queen of CBDs. I'm talking about none other than the gorgeous and sexy, voluptuous hog, Sara J. So please go to sarajcbd.com. Check out all her pain and stress relief products and use my promo code BOBBIE to get 10% off of your order from sarajcbd.com. You feel me? And also, don't forget about the flagship STO, the Smokers Lounge. I drop episodes, special smoke episodes every other Monday. And I drop regular episodes every Tuesday, Thursday, and of course, the crown jewel, Bonus Smoke Fridays on Friday. You feel me? And that's all you need to know. So there you go. The rest I'll tell you at the end. How y'all doing this week? I hope y'all enjoyed a great week of pro wrestling and everything. And a lot has happened. A lot has happened. I know I'm getting this out late, but trust me, it's like I had a lot of recording and actually podcast beef, but no, they was mad at me. You know, beef with me. I was beef with them. But anyway, either way, I am here. So let's go. So now I'm gonna begin with TNA. Well, with TNA first, and then I'll get to ASE because I got some news, important news about ASE Wrestling. Chris Jericho was quoted saying that since WWE took over and became partners with TNA, that they look like the second best company in the business. Until, in my opinion, what happened at, what was it, when was the last pay-per-view? Their last pay-per-view. Well, actually, the impact before the pay-per-view, actually, is Santana about to get the Mercedes Moné, a.k.a. Sasha Banks treatment that WWE gave her when she became champ? Because he ended up losing the title on his first title defense. He lost. Frankie Kazarian comes in, cashes in his their version of the Money in the Bank or what have you. Call your shot there, I think that's what they call it. And he cashed it in and he won. And also it was after the NXT crew beat the living shit out of everybody in the ring. So, of course, news that he didn't answer their phone calls and so forth. And the rumor mill that he was going around, that he was upset that he got it. Okay, let's just keep it 100. It was kayfabe. The whole storyline is, from what I understand, which I'm about to give you my thoughts on that shit, is Santana is going to beat up and go through the NXT fuckers and then get the belt back after he goes into Kazarian. So you basically going to make him a de facto 2-time TNA champion with the second title reign being long run. Basically, they copied CM Punk. They just didn't do exactly like what happened to CM Punk. Where CM Punk, it was cashed in the same night. Santana, it was the next night. So, of course, he shows up, has a tag match with Macklin, and they went against Frank Kazarian and Nick Nemeth. And, well, we have this storyline where NXT is now invading TNA. Funny how it's not TNA invading NXT. I don't understand what this part, what they're probably getting out of this partnership. Is it the point that it is rumored and probably true that TNA TV deal who are going to be with AMC, which is a good thing. And now I got to get the AMC app. But I get the reason why I didn't get 10 plus because look, I need an app where I can watch other shit with the wrestling. You get what I'm saying? Come on now, like a TV station. Let's get it. But no, I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not feeling the partnership because TNA is not big. Y'all keep saying, well, they're getting TV time. Their stars are not getting over. Please explain to me, other than Joe Henry, who is over? Okay, Mike Santana, I get that, but we have seen NXT talent win TNA Gold. They have not returned the favor to TNA, not motherfucking once. We got Kalani Joy, who completely turned heel to be the Knockouts champion, but she still contracted to NXT. See, I get what it is. I didn't want these partnerships to where it brings up WWE to lessen them back there. Because that's what it feels like. Nobody else is willing to say that shit but me. How is it that you had Trick Williams who had the title, the women's title twice went to an NXT talent, you ain't had really no TNA motherfucking challenge for the belt for the NXT title except for who? Moose? And we know that he won't gonna be over Femi. Just because. But damn if your main event ain't former AEW talent, that's another conversation for another day. I'm not feeling it even with the AAA one. It's like every time I look up, the Wide Six beat the shit out of the Psycho Clown and Pagano, but we don't never see Psycho Circus come to save them. So we're not gonna get Psycho Circus versus Wyatt Sick. I'm just saying. So I mean, don't get it twisted. TNA is the best it's ever been. Actuality, imagine if Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff didn't get their hands on TNA, where it might would have been now. Because look where TNA is right now. It's hot. It was hot then when Eric Bischoff and Hogan put their dirty, crummy hands on this shit and fucked it up. Actually, if it wasn't for TNA, you wouldn't have saw Dolph Ziggler or Zack Ryder this past week. And we'll get to that in a minute when I discuss WWE. You feel me? So, also, I had the pleasure of watching the NWA this week. We have new champions across the board for the most part. The Immortals is the tag champs. Natalia Markova, she finally unseated Kenzie Page to become the owner of the Burke, the women's champion. And Silas, the Thrillbilly Mason, is your new NWA World Champion. I said this before, if he wrestles twice, they're going to give him the belt. And Thomas Lattimore's reign was not bad. I'm not going to say it was the greatest reign because NWA is kind of kooky to a certain extent. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love pro wrestling altogether. But I think Thomas Lattimore reign was pretty good. The only stain was when he did this shit with Sindow and the Funhouse. They were trying to do the Hardy Boys cinema shit. And can we erase that from memory? And I love Sindow, but I'm not surprised because they've really been pushing the Southern Six as their new young guns for the NWA. They of course, Alex Taylor is the light heavyweight champion, which I expect him to drop it at some point. They also, him and Morton are the United States tag champs. At some point, they will become tag champs. So, as Silas Young, I mean, he's been chasing the world title for a minute. And it's crazy to see him kissing Jamal. I can't think of Paul Jamal, whatever her name is. To this. And they innuendo him to be gay. Which I don't think he's necessarily gay or probably bisexual. He's probably pansexual. Let's just keep it 100. But he'll be the first, if he admits to it, to hold a major world title. But I'm looking forward to his reign because, one, I'm curious to see who they're going to line up and who is going to be the person that unseats him. Because would they allow Thomas Lattimore to spin the block and get a second reign? EC3. If Kobe Carrito wasn't hurt, I think he would be the one that would unseat him because they already got a built-in feud, you know what I'm saying, long-term or what have you. I see Trevor Murdoch lining up. I would love to see him against EC3. I think he went against EC3 for the title, and EC3 won and defended it. A rematch with Lattimore for sure, unless they move Lattimore on. I like to see him against Carson Drake. Ha ha ha. I love Carson Drake. He is so funny to me. I mean, actually, he should be the first title defense, in my opinion. Because the dude holds 3 titles within the fucking NWA as far as the territories. So, and of course, my odd favorite would be the Pope. Because I really believe Billy Corgan brought him back for a reason. And I wouldn't mind. I'm curious to see a Pope NWA title run. Honestly. You know, and two, I don't think he needed to have the guys hold the belt for a year any damn more, because the simple fact of that y'all got her home with Rukio and things are going great. So there you go. So now, fuck all that mainstream shit. It's time for some black, all black pro wrestling. ASE. That's right, people. ASE Wrestling. I have news, people. I am just fucking stoked. I am getting this pay-per-view. Okay, first of all, in the pre-match, we got a pre-show single match, because we have Dante Khalifa against Joaquin McNair. Now, for some of you people, I think he's about to debut, or he debuted. He ain't had a match yet. He's on Evolve. So WWE is watching ASE. See what happened? Hold on, let me bring this back in. See what happened when you got Javon Evans, who they saying is the future. You got Jackson Drake as the Evolve champion. Put some respect on my state's name, motherfuckers. Put some respect on North Carolina indie wrestling, okay? We killing it right now. No disrespect to Texas or any of these other states. Y'all ain't fucking with us right now. Y'all not fucking with us. But anyway, back to my point. So this is gonna be the Dante Khalifa. He's a beast. He's been in a lot of the pre-show matches. I would like to see him get a push. I would love to see him get a shot at one of these titles, or what have you. And I'm definitely looking forward to see Mr. McNair. Because like I said, he looked good in the Team North Carolina versus, I think, Team DC match. And also they set this up when McNair got smushed by Dante Khalifa. He was talking shit because Khalifa got the fucking pin. So there you go. You know what I'm saying? Yep, this is it right here.
Congratulations to Team North Carolina. Big win for you guys.
Let's take a look. We both Jack.
Very impressive to see what you guys are doing, kind of the new crop of what's happening here in North Carolina. And really, if you don't mind, I want to speaking of new crop, sir, Jaquan McNair. Man, I'm excited for you because you have a tryout with the WWE.
Gotta try it out. He done
So
made it.
you on television real soon. How's that looking?
Good. It's looking good. I just want to say to start off, man, it was 50 other participants there.
What the hell are we talking about that?
Congratulations to Team
Thank
North
you.
Carolina.
See. Yeah, hold on. Let's see
No, we talking about ASE. Yeah, he may get picked up.
No,
No, we talking about ASE. Yeah, he may get picked. No, we talking about ASE. Yeah, he may get picked up, and we might not see Jaquan here at ASE for a long time. But me, I'm gonna be here. Man, what's my problem? The problem is I just got the 1, 2, 3 for this team, and we talking about Harry.
We just won.
Who music played? Who music played as we get about it? It's mine, ain't it?
Yeah, people. See what I'm talking about? That's going to be a very good match. I ain't even going to front. I really want to see what he can do, what have you, and everything. Let me scroll down, Shamo. Also announced, I told you, call me Negro Damas. I know pro wrestling people. I told you we're going to have a best out of 3 with Suge Dunkerston and Darian Bingston. And this is going to be another hole for hole challenge. Hey, Suge, Don't wear those. Don't wear those shoes, man. Don't. I like this. I wasn't expecting to be a hold for hold. I wasn't expecting it to be a hold for hold. No, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be a regular match, where. So I am very curious about this one because the last match was very good. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of stuff. It like people, y'all don't understand. If you've never seen ASE Wrestling, you are missing the fuck out, people. Trust me. The wrestling. If you love pro wrestling, man, you will love this shit. This match was so good because it was centered around Bingingston fucking with his shoestrings. That's why I'm saying no. Don't wear them tennis shoes no goddamn more. Wear some boots, nigga. Wear wrestling boots, nigga. Wrestling boots, nigga. Come on, shove, bruh. Bro. Come on. Yo, you know better than that. So I'm curious how this is going to turn out for sure. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, this is going to be a barn burner. The gifted one, Yaya, versus the monster, the North Carolina monster, the Mid-Atlantic beast, Bo Jack. Let me tell you something, people. This roster for AEW, bro, is monster. Now, hold on. I heard, supposedly, that Deadlock Pro is closing their doors, I think temporarily, or they're suspending operations. I hope that's not the case because, damn it, I would like to see more of their wrestling. But if they are, let me pull this in. I'm going to miss Deadlock Pro. They are good. I'm not even gonna lie. Let me make sure that Deadlock. Let me see news. Yeah, hold on. We're going to talk about this real quick. Deadlock Pro announced on Saturday night that its fourth anniversary event, December 12th, will be the final domestic show for the foreseeable future. The event is scheduled to take place in Cary. The promotion released a statement. Hello, everyone. Hold on. Hello, everyone. The next DPW event will be our fourth anniversary event in Cary, North Carolina on Friday, December 12th. We will run one more event in Japan in 2026, but this will be the final DPP event in the foreseeable future. We have decided to make events a fundraiser event to help family. So, wow. So, well, I was reading it to y'all, but so ASE is probably going to absorb a lot of DPW. Now, I don't know if we're going to see any white wrestlers. I don't know. And there's other promotions around here that probably can pick up. But AML is still going. I ain't even going front. But DPW, wow, man. DPW, I actually went to one of their events. And it was amazing. You know, it was off the charts. And, wow. But anyway, this is going to be a good match because it's going to be a heavy hitter because Yaya is a big dude, but he's a flyer. Bojack is the powerhouse. Contrast of style, and it's going to be, no water, no bread, just meat. So, there you go. All right. Let's see what else we got. Something else was announced. And this one, wow. The Pan-African World Title Diaspora Championship. The King, Bishop Khan, aka The Demand, is going against Big Boy Hustle, Calvin Tankman. So, yeah. And as you can see, I said over here, about damn time, no bread, no water, just me. Let's go, man. Yeah, I'm pulling up a seat. Yeah. To me, this match here is going to be good. Plus, it makes me wonder the storyline because you have TME, who is now aligned with Khan, right? I wonder how they're going to play into the match, as well as Pathetic Moses. So I'm curious about see how this match is going to turn out. This is going to be a damn good match. I'm sorry. This is going to be a good one. On top of Darius Carter defending the title against the Broncos on, with Cedric Alexander probably on commentary if he don't have a match himself. We haven't had an announcement of the tag titles being defended. We did, but the women's title will be on the line as Giovanna Navarro. I mean, God damn it, what's her damn name? I'm going to say her fucking name correct. Yes. Of course, Darius Lockhart will be going against frontman Josh C in their third match. And I'm trying to... Hold on, what's this? Let's take a...
All right? The match was won. It was a foregone conclusion that Prime Alexander was going to be the number one contender anyway. So we're making the right decision. We just let her know that good luck with his shot, but when I get my shot, that bell's coming to me.
All right, but you gotta admit, man, Kozone is not the same guy that he was when you left, man. He's a whole nother level now.
Yeah, he's got a bit better since the last time I've been around the Carolinas. But at the same time, he's not me. He's not Prime Alexander. He is not on my level. And the fact that he couldn't beat me proves that.
You didn't beat him either.
Oh, okay, look. We're talking about but if you fix the thing where you're giving more time on the clock, I can put him away whenever I want to.
So more than the 5 minutes extra allowed for the match?
Look, you know me, Caprice. I work at my pace. 5 minutes every night. You might have to go all night for that. I don't know.
I got you. So you want Darius Carter?
I want Darius Carter. I want you to take that belt, shine it up real nice, because let's be honest, him holding that championship is a stain on ASE. It's a stain on my legacy because I'm allowing it to happen.
I hear you.
Make sure he gets the belt ready for me. Just make sure he gets it ready.
Hey man, I can't be mad at you for wanting to beat Darius. I mean, yes, you could almost line me up for that as well. But you talked to Darius Lockhart?
For what? About what? There's nothing to talk about. When I'm ready to talk to him, then I'll talk to him. But until then, we got nothing to say, right?
All right, King.
Okay, maybe his shit, but remember, I'm the captain. All
right, King. All right, bro. Well, look, man, we got these championships. I know you want gold, and hey, that's what a king wants.
And the king always gets what he wants. So make sure the king gets his crown.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, bro. I'll talk to you, man.
Peace.
All right. King get his crown. That's what
What are you looking for? Looking for his crown. Oh shit. Hold on, wait a second. I gotta go back to ASE. My bad. Oh my god, that was interesting. But no, God, what's her name? Javelin Navarro. I want to say her name right, people. I really do. Here we go. All right. Jocelyn. I knew it would say Navarro will be trying to go after and commandeer the women's ASE title away from the current champion, Charity King. And you could say this match could line up the next contender. My baby, my wifey in my head, Alexis Big Flex, Big Mama Flex, Lightfoot against the gorgeous monster known as Savannah Evans. So those are the matches that we do know that's going down for certain. There was no now. Also, makes me wonder: are we setting up a match with Darius Lockhart versus Cedric Alexander? Long-term booking, maybe. So, oh yes. And congratulations to my baby Lightfoot for being for the women's 250, 245, and the black wrestling 500, 180. And I ain't even go front. I'm definitely, I know, all jokes aside, I mean, she's gorgeous as fuck. Let's just be honest. But I'm looking forward to watch her match. I've seen some of her stuff, especially from Fourth Rope. Yo, yeah, it was like, because I never saw her wrestling before until after I watched her on Show. She had this cute ass outfit. Her hair was out. She was looking like goddamn a snack out this motherfucker. I said, let me go check out, man. She can go. I'm just gonna say this right now. Ashe's roster is good. It's stacked. It's strong. And I'm pretty sure they got more matches that they're going to announce. Because this is the second year anniversary. And like I said before, I'm sorry, Ashe is looking fantastic. You know, period. And like I said, it makes me wonder with Ashe and them, which one of these big companies is going to reach out to them and, want to, connect and shit like that. Because they got some heavy hitters that's coming through there. You got AEW people. You got you had TNA people with Tasha Steele. I'm looking forward for her coming back to Ashe. I thought she would have been back by now. I think Kara Hogan, I would love to see her come back. Right now, she's busy, doing Jazz Cabaret. So there you go. So, yeah. Now, let's talk WWE real quick, right? And this week has been interesting. We have now had the War Games solidified. We know all the participants that were set up this past Raw. With Brock Lesnar coming back and as well as Roman Reigns. The women's has been set up. And now, because the last two participants, one from each team, had not been announced, it's already been rumored, it's been speculated, been discussed, and probably actually the truth is AJ Lee will be on one side and Becky Lynch will be on the other. And it's interesting how they got to that because Becky Lynch lost the Intercontinental title to Maxine Dupree. And to keep it 100, I should have saw this coming because I said it again, if they have to have you wrestle twice, 9 times out of 10, you're winning the second time. I like the surprise that they did with that. I like the switch. I have no problem with it. AJ Lee and Becky Lynch doesn't need the Intercontinental title. I think the match would hold more weight if it's about pride than if it's about a title, in my opinion. John Cena will have an actual a Intercontinental defense before his last match because it was his last time on Raw, and he had a 6-man tag where he had Rey Mysterio and Sheamus against the Judgment Day, who got into it with the New York Jets and Adam Schultz, which was hilarious. Adam Schultz talk big shit. I ain't even go. Adam Schultz been talking big shit, dog. I ain't even go front. That nigga got a mouth. That dude got a mouth on him. But anyway, so Dominic gets a rematch against John Cena, which we already know. Ha ha ha! Laugh out loud. John Cena gonna win for War Games, what have you. And interesting how they did the switch with Nikki Bella. Where Nikki Bella turned on Stephanie McGill. So that's it. Which means that they needed somebody to give her what I call a standard title defense, or what I call a quota filler title defense, where you put somebody that technically is not going to win the title. We're not foolish, but they can still give a good match and so forth. And plus, it legitimizes Victoria because she's going against a legend, Hall of Famer. So, ain't no other matches really been announced too tough. We still going through the Time Is Now tournament, which brings me to Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler. And WWE was not going to bring a non-WWE guy, and what I mean alum or what have you, to come in there. If you notice, it was stated that both of them got, contracts where they can sell their t-shirts, make money off of it. As Dolph Ziggler and Zack Ryder. And then, of course, everybody was speculating with Zack Ryder. He's coming back to WWE. He was like, no, it's one off. The reason why they picked these two dudes because these two dudes used to work for WWE. They own the names. You would not see Frank Kazarian be a part of it. You would not see Moose be a part of it. You would not see Macklin be a part of it. You would not see any of the guys from TNA, that TNA guys that ain't never been in WWE, be a part of that. Now, did it make sense for the two guys? Yeah, because they each had history with John Cena. But people act like, oh my God, it's really doing great for TNA. TNA, once again, the partnership is shitty. You didn't pick TNA guys. You picked former WWE guys who happen to be signed to TNA. They're not revolutionary. The only reason why y'all have, what's his damn name? Joe Henry, because y'all playing for Joe Henry to be signed soon as his contract is up. AKA Jordan Grace. And the sad part is, y'all treating Jordan Grace like y'all treating TNA, and she signed to y'all. Y'all got her chasing after the goddamn TNA knockout title. Y'all know how I feel about Jordan Grace sexy ass. God damn it. It's like, y'all treat the AEW motherfuckers better than the TNA niggas. Let's go there. They treat the former AEW wrestlers better than they do the TNA motherfucker they brought over. So, now, and I've been and we have a Survivor Series match that's supposed to go down, I think, next Friday. The MFTs against, Sami Zayn and I think Sami Zayn, the Motor City Machine Guns, and somebody and two other people. That's gonna be interesting. I already know we're gonna win that because the MFTs, the way they push the MFTs, I don't see them taking a loss. Which I'm glad the way they pushing them. I like the makeup. I like how Tyler is a monster, like he supposed to fucking be, and the whole nine. And the breakout guy is going to be Tama. I'm telling you, people. Tama Tonga will be the breakout star out of this. I understand they want to push Solo Sikoa because he is WWE bred and he's one of the bloodline. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to tell you, Tama Tonga is going to be that dude. Just like Montez Ford is going to be that dude that can ever get his ass away from the Street Profits. Period. So, all right. And let's see what else happened on these two shows. And that's pretty much the gist of it for the most part. I know NXT tonight supposed to be Gold Rush. I will discuss that next week on what happened with that. I saw that supposedly they made a mistake on the website listed JC Jade is the champ. So I take it JC Jade going to win tonight. So then what was the purpose of having Taylor Paxley win the title? So I don't get to see her have a nice title run. I mean, because y'all setting it up to where Izzy supposed to turn on her and Izzy and her fight for the belt. How the fuck they gonna work out if you take the belt from her now? And are you trying to tell me that you basically gonna make, which I don't see an issue if JC Jane is the top girl, but that means you effectively saying that JC Jane is your top girl in NXT. I have no issue with that. But I kind of would like to see more of what would happen with Taylor Paxley as champ. I'm curious. I get it. They want to tell stories. But sometimes sometimes the story diminishes the title. Because it seems like lately, these motherfuckers been getting you got Santana, then if this happens, you got her. I'm like, well, damn, y'all giving them the goddamn Sasha Banks treatment. I'm just saying. So, speaking about more WWE stuff, we have evolved. I did watch Keno Carver go after the world title against my man Jackson Drake. Jackson Drake retained. Very good match. I'm not even going to involve me having some good ass matches, man. Kelly Armstrong will now be in a feud with JC. What's a fucking not JC Mateo? God, what's your freaking name? And one of the girls from LFG. I can't remember my name. I'm looking forward to that match also. And like I said, Evolve, that's the only real thing that really I give a shit about Evolve. Because, I love me some Jackson Drake. I think he's the future of the business. It wouldn't surprise me that we have a WrestleMania main event, Jackson Drake versus Javon Evans in the future. I'm just saying. Shit, because I already smell a Braun Breaker Javon Evans. That's going to be a barn burner, buddy. So now, let's move on to AEW. Now, I'm going to try to find that Errol Hawani interview with Tony Khan because Ango, shouts out to Ango, the Ango Show on YouTube. He talked about it. He said he watched it. He said he was proud of Tony Khan. He talked about a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to check it out and give y'all my opinion of it next week because I got to find it and watch it and so forth. But this weekend, as of, I think, what is this? Let's see. Is it Saturday? It's going to be Saturday. This Saturday. I might be able to get it. We'll see. This Saturday will be Full Gear. And for what I see, we have, 9 matches so far. They haven't announced a match for the pre-show yet, which I'm pretty sure. And also they're doing what is called the tailgate. So they're going to have some matches before the show. And everything. And, well, let's preview and have predictions. So I'm going to begin at the bottom, then we go to the top. All right. Darby Allin and Pac is going to have a match. Now, not surprised about that because Pac did throw the dude through a fucking table that was flaming. Oh, let's talk about the blood and guts real quick. Loved it. Actually, I dare say the women's blood and guts was better than I thought it was going to be. And I'm not even mad at the ending. The men blood and guts was insane. And see, I'm sorry. I'm an old school proponent. An old school territory guy. I grew up on it. If I see a cage, War Games, Hell in a Cell, I need to see blood. I need to see bleeding. I have no issue with seeing a woman bleed. I have no issue seeing a man bleed. The reason why, because juice makes a match better and more intense, especially if you built the rivalry. Because the one thing I can say about the women's match, it made sense why all of them was in there. And it really was about the Triangle of Madness. Let's make that clear. It was about the Triangle of Madness. It was putting them over. Don't get it twisted. Megan Bang and Marina Shafir, I've been told y'all, Marina Shafir is going to end up becoming AEW Women's Champ. Shorty, when she gets away from the Death Riders, that's where you're going to see that. But apparently, we got a while before they break up the Death Riders. Sorry. But the point I'm trying to make is that it was really about, like I said, Triangle Madness, and it tied everything in. So I like that. Of course, the same thing with the Death Riders against the Conglomerate. Kyle O'Reilly, can we please get a push to one of these titles? I don't care if it's the Unified. I don't care if it's the TNT. Hey, he could be the guy that unseats. Well, not going to be MJF. Let's make that clear. If you notice, MJF been done what he had to do. They hold him out till time for him to come in. Because remember, put a pin in it. Come back. He still has that contract. He has to allow the champion 1 week to prepare. People forgot about that. That contract is still valid. Don't be surprised after his match against Samoa Joe, which we'll get to in a minute, you see him say, "Nah, I'm next. Contract signed." Wouldn't surprise me. Because the question is, if we're going to have it, at some point, him and MJF got to have that match again. And I said it again, if they wrestle twice, the guy that lost the first time unless he's the champ, is going to win the title. Because if you notice, when they wrestled, he didn't have to use the contract. See? So, that's why I said MJF is the next champ, whether you skinny or not. And the money is him and Bobby Lashley. That feud. Now, whether he gets put over, some tell me they might put him over on Bobby Lashley. But at some point, Bobby Lashley will get that title. But anyway, I digress. So, I know people tripping. Oh, it's so bloody. And then it's a fucking blood and guts match. What you expect it to be? I don't want it. If I'm seeing a cage match, I don't want this shit sublime. That's the problem with WWE. They're scared to have motherfuckers bleed. You about to have a war game match where it is heated. This division versus the team of Reigns, Cody, all these niggas got some personal issues and ain't nobody gonna bleed. I'm just saying. So now let's look at Full Gear. Like I said, Darby Allin versus Pac. Darby's winning. Pac can take the loss because Pac ain't getting no major push towards the title or anything. This is still in the throes of Darby versus the Death Riders. So I am curious how that is going to turn out, but I expect Darby to win this. All right. Next up is Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe. If Briscoe loses, he joins the Kyle's family. They've been building this up. They've been building this feud. Now, I know what y'all saying. Well, Bob, you said if he wrestles twice, he wins the title. Well, this is one of the moments that are twice 2 losses. Because this is going to give Mark Briscoe a different coat of paint, because either he's going to embrace becoming the bad guy working with them, or he's going to undermine the Callis family in every which way, shape, form, or fashion. I've seen both sides of it. I've seen the side where the guy that they brought on, he fucks up everything. Like, he cost them title matches and every fucking thing. They're like, fuck, we want you out. We hate you. And then I see the other side where the guy embraces being the bad guy. And he buys into it. So, would I like to see Mark Briscoe become the TNT champ? Yeah. Do I think they should take the belt off of Kyle Fletcher right now? No. I love Mark Briscoe, but Kyle Fletcher, he don't need to take no loss, no time soon as TNT champion. He needs to have a long reign with that title. He is a world champion in the making. Actuality, at some point he should turn babyface, and that's the guy that unseats MJF. I'm just saying. But it would shock me if Mark walked away with the title. Because that was like, well, damn, they really didn't want him with the Callis family. Okay, now we have the Casino Gauntlet match for the inaugural AEW National Championship. Now, the National Championship will be defended in other promotions such as Ring of Honor, New Japan, Strong, and so forth. All right. So there you go. So the Casino Gauntlet match will take place in probably about 20, 25, maybe even 30 participants. And you get eliminated by pinfall. I think you get eliminated by pinfall or submission. I don't think it's over the top rope. Because it's a gauntlet match. See, that's what people got to understand. It's a gauntlet match. That means that it's people coming in And you can't, it's not throwing him over the top rope, it's pinning him. So I don't know who is necessarily going to be in the gauntlet match. It has not been announced. If let me see here, wait a second. Okay. My odds-on favorite is these two people. Ricochet or Bobby Lashley. Ricochet or Bobby Lashley. Because Ricochet been doing too much good work that it should make sense he become champ unless Swerve Strickland comes back. Now it'd be crazy as fuck that Swerve Strickland be one of the participants in this gauntlet match. Then if he's in the match, he's definitely winning. Because you'll have two, you can have a three-way situation between him, Lashley, and Ricochet. But if he's not in that gauntlet match, trust me, I think it's going to be between Ricochet and Lashley. Who I think is going to win it? I think Lashley. Who I want to win it is Ricochet. Okay, I think Lashley can wait a little longer before he gets his first title run, singles. But we will see. All right, next up is the $1 Million Trios match. Kenny Omega and Jurassic Park versus the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander. And the storyline with this is whether Young Bucks is going to sign with the Don Callis family. And it'll be funny if Kyle lose, and then, of course, I'll get to the prediction in a minute. Hypothetically, if the Young Bucks lose, you know what I'm saying, or do something to where it costs, in other words, Don Callis don't win shit that night. Okay, there we go. The storyline seems that the Young Bucks are reluctant to join Don Callis. Two, I think they start to feel and miss Kenny Omega and so forth. And we even noticed that Jack Perry, because when the last time you saw him when Josh Alexander had Jack Perry, it didn't look like they was happy. You feel me? They didn't look like they was happy about it. So this is what I think. Kenny Omega them going to win, but it's going to be because the Young Bucks turn on Josh Alexander. And the Elite will be back together. And that will now set up the Elite versus the Don Callis family. Because as I get to my prediction about the tag titles, I think we are on our way to a FTR Young Bucks 5, but I digress. All right. Next up is the Brodito versus FTR. It's been a good, interesting build. I like Brodito. But my question is, do you have Brodito retaining against FTR? FTR, which is your best tag team. You've been saying how many times they be 3-time champ. I think, I could be wrong. I think FTR wins the titles. Brodito was a put-together makeshift tag team to be somewhat transitional tag champs for FTR later to get the belts. That's what I believe. And because I truly believe that at what's coming up, All Out, All In, or what have you, I smell FTR and the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks being faces, FTR being heels, because the last time it was switched. So I'm curious about that. All right. Next up, which I'm pretty sure going to be the main event, Adam Page against Samoa Joe in a steel cage match. Samoa Joe wrestles twice. Adam Page wins. Let's just keep it 100. Once again, this is one of the moments where 2 times is not the charm. And that seemed to be the theme lately, especially with the world titles. Because you had McIntyre challenge twice and lose twice to Cody. So I don't see them unseating Hangman at this point in time because he's too hot. And with him as champion, AEW's been on a roll. It's going to be a good match between him and Samoa Joe. I expect blood, but I expect Hangman to get the victory. Now, this is the hard one because the women's title, which is Chris Statlander versus Mercedes Moné. Now, this is her second time going after the title. And this is Statlander's first run with the title. Statlander had a title defense against Toni Storm and retained. Mercedes Moné is currently the Ring of Honor Television Champion, which I think she got to have a match with Red Velvet at some point. Actually, the CBS Champion plus all those belts. Once again, I feel that I don't see Toni pulling the trigger. I think okay, this is the reason why I say I don't think he's going to do it. Statlander has been a day one. She supposed to be had a title run, injury prolonged that. She had to have a long road and recovery back to get to the women's title. Excuse me, it's a little late. I'm recording this. I don't see him having her lose the title, her second title defense. Crazy that Mercedes Moné loses for a second go-around going for the title. But the question I ask is, do Mercedes Moné need the AEW World title right now? Because I know a lot of people tripping because she's winning belts after belts after belts. I think she's up to 13 now. So if she went to AEW, she'd be 14. And if she beats Chris Statlander, at some point they got a rematch. That means that you're going to have her defeat Statlander twice. Because I don't believe Vigo put the belt on Mercedes Moné, that she's going to get the Sasha Banks treatment and lose the first title defense. I don't see that happening. So my gut is telling me Statlander will retain in a very good match. And Mercedes Moné will eventually become the AEW champion, but I think that's not going to happen to Full Gear. Now, either with Moné either turning face or she faces Statlander again, because I think Statlander was next is Statlander and Tekla. The only way I see Mercedes Moné winning is if it's some outside interference that cost Statlander the title. Because, like I said, I noticed we don't see THCA or the Triangle Madness anywhere on the card during this show unless their matches are going to be added that involves them. But yeah, there you go. And on the pre-show, we have the 200,000 4-way tag match. It's Max Caster and Anthony Bowen, aka formerly known as the Acclaim, will go against the Bang Bang Gang, who I feel have the best interest in pro wrestling. With Austin Gunn and Juice Robinson. Versus Big Bill and Brian Keith versus the Outrunners. Who I think is going to win? Some tell me the damn Outrunners. Some tell me the Outrunners. Either that, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens win. Now that would be funny because then, and not me personally, I think it's going to be the Outrunners, but if I had to pick anybody other than them, it would probably be Max Caster and Anthony Bowens. Because the storyline is that they don't want to be a tag team, but they're forced to be a tag team by Tony Khan. Imagine if these fuckers who don't like each other end up winning the $200,000 fatal 4-way. So don't be surprised if Max Caster and them win. But no, I think Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd is going to win. You son of a bitch. I love when they do that shit. You like, you son of a bitch. Other motherfuckers. And then the other match that no one really gives a fuck about. Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall with Big Justice going to take on RPG Vice. Okay, we already know who's going to win this. Come on. I already know who's going to take the pin. It's always going. Anytime you see RPG wrestle, Rocky Romero is going to take the pin. But even more so than that, okay, look. Since they've been in the Don Callis family, they have been forgotten. Trent Beretta is a beast. Rocky Romero, why we haven't seen them in the tag team title hunt? Not even the Ring of Honor tag team title hunt? Come on, man. Can we get some RPG? You feel me? I was happy that Scorpio Sky got an opportunity to TNT title. But Scorpio Sky need to get pushed to the main event, in my opinion. You know, period. So, but yeah, that's the card for the most part. I might get the pay-per-view. I might get the pay-per-view. You feel me? Because it's $39.99 on Max. So I got to see what my budget look like. The sad part is I got to work Saturday, so when I come home, and I think I got a show that Saturday. Hold on, let me make sure, because I'm going to be mad as fuck if I got to do a show. That bitch might get canceled. If I pay for that some bitch, where I'm at? Oh, no, I can't even cancel. I can't even cancel, goddammit. Oh, shit. I can't even cancel. I'm going to have to do that shit in the cat. I'm going to have to do that video. I'm going to have to do that episode in the living room. Yeah, because that's Simone Steele. No. I got to have that. I got to have that. So, but anyway, I am done with some pro wrestling punditry. So let me tell you what you need to know, where you need to go, so you can spend some dough to get extra content from the Smoke This Over podcast family. First up, the place where the conversation gets saucier. The tits pop out, dildos might pop out. You don't know unless you subscribe. There's a QR code that's been sitting there the whole time. Use your phone, use your tablet, hit the QR code. It takes you there. I'm talking about the Premium Smoke Room, people. 5 wonderful podcasts for you to enjoy. Plus, I open up the VIP Smoke Room in the Premium Smoke Room for my premium smokers, as well as I open it up live on X, where my premium smokers and my followers can send in questions for these sexy ladies to answer. Plus some music and some ass shaking. You feel me? Also, I'm going to let you in on something. I got the end of the year event. Don't forget about the end of the year event between December 24th to January 1st, the Smoke Fest. Special episodes from all the podcasts, especially the Premium Smoke podcast. I'm dropping some every day that week. 2 episodes on Christmas Eve, 2 episodes on Christmas night, 2 episodes on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and episodes every day in between. Like I said, special episodes from the Chronicles, special episodes from Bella Queen Says It All, special episodes from Deep in Them Guts with Queen Bunny B, special live on X from the VIP Smoke Room and VIP Smoke Room episode, as well as Smoke This Over Dark, because I got some special stuff that too at the end of the year. Also, go to Spotify and check out 2 wonderful podcasts I got over there now. Had the Smoke On, where I give my unpopular and controversial takes, commentary, and thoughts on topics that I feel like discussing, as well as Savage Smoke, as I talk to the industry's top male talents and producers, and we give you that real smoke from that real smoke about porn from a male perspective. And I got to tell y'all about this, people, because I'm proud of this shit. Hold on, let me pull this up. Let me pull up the right one, because we don't want this to happen. Thank you. Going down December 23rd and the 30th, the Smokers Lounge is going to Africa. It's on the 23rd. I'll be interviewing the sexy and gorgeous Bedroom Bully 5X. Bedroom Bully X5. Straight from South Africa. And people, when you see what she looked like and how fat that ass is, you lose your mind. And on the 30th, we go to Nigeria to talk with Wild Lagos, and we discuss porn over there in Nigeria. So that's right. I hit up South Africa and I hit up Nigeria. I'm here to give you porn from across the world. You feel me, people? Yeah. See, people, and that's going to be for the Smokers Lounge. So there you go. And yes, which brings me to the flagship STO, the Smokers Lounge. Please check out my episodes. And don't forget to check out next week, as I will be reviewing or talking about the results from Full Gear and whatever other match announcements that will go down for Ashe. And I will be previewing Survivor Series War Games. So with that being said, you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over.